What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, as we jump into another brand new single. This one landed this morning, and I'm only just getting around to doing my reaction for it. It is a Sunday after all, and I try to relax on Sundays, but there's no getting away from it. We need to react to this one today. Harmonize, the man is back in the building. This one, Mwaka Wangu, I believe is how it's pronounced. But yeah, we're going to get into this one right about now. I know there are a lot of Harmonize fans on this page, so big up each and every one of you for coming along on the journey, and again, big up each and every one of you for helping us hit 20k over this weekend. Incredible stuff, and I cannot thank you all enough. But if you are new to the channel and you aren't already subscribed, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. And without further ado, let us jump into the sounds of this one. It's just an official audio at the moment, but we're going to take it in anyway. Let's go.
Yeah, she.
Like the drums. So right from the off, very electronic sounding on this one. We're going for something I feel quite Amapiano influenced, the way you've got these kind of floaty, again, very eerie synthesizers really doing the majority of the work for the tune so far. A couple of little vocal ad-libs across the 20 seconds we've listened to, but again, primarily relying on those electronic pieces of instrumentation. The drums sound clean. There's a lot of rhythm and a lot of roll going on with them as well. No bass introduction as of yet, but I'm interested to see where this one goes. I think I've heard Harmonize on a sort of Amapiano style tune once before. So I'm interested to see where this one goes.
Ni mwaka mpya, mambo mapya, sina zambi nimetubu. Na pesa nitazichanga changa nizijaze kwa kibubu. Japo hata kakibanda nikajenge huko Pugu.
The actual arrangement is crazy musically. Just listening through the background, you've got such a cool kind of musical arrangement going on with this one. You've got those floaty kind of 80s stabs, the little wow, 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 those little sounds there. You've got a really nice use of kind of minimal percussion rolling throughout the higher end of the mix as well. Just little kind of taps and kind of pops that are giving it this extra sense of groove. Again, there's going to be a language barrier. I know Harmonize. I obviously I can only speak English, so there's only so much I can translate. But what I'm getting from it is obviously the use of rhythm, the use of melody. He sounds great. Again, I do apologise for the lack of translation. Again, it's what we do. We try to look at the sonics rather than the lyricism on this channel. So again, apologies. However, we move. The actual arrangement as well is crazy. There we go. The complexity is crazy. When you're looking, again, the addition of those harmonies in there, just bringing the whole thing to life. This is a very kind of quick landing style of Amapiano for me. Obviously, with the normal Amapiano tune, I say normal, the majority of Amapiano tunes we hear have quite slow, kind of, not dragged out, but very kind of slowly ascending build-ups. This one, right in there, within about 40 seconds, we're already getting those rolling drums, with those rolling log drums as well, the sort of bass stabs in there. That kind of complexity on the lower end of the mix down really does give this one a feeling of mastery from a production level. It's so well put together, and again, I feel Harmonize, what he's doing very well on the vocal is actually finding those pockets within what is a 4/4 rhythm. It's genuinely quite difficult to find pockets on something which is by definition quite flat, but he manages to do it, and he's doing it very, very well, injecting a little bit of melody into what he's doing as well. It's a very lively start.
Kwa baraka za Mungu wangu, dear Lord. Hakuna Mungu kama wewe.
Just the arrangement value is through the roof. Like, it can't just be me that's listening to this and going, the actual production value is spectacular. Again, we're getting all of those very kind of classic sounding Amapiano additions. We've got the syncopated horns coming in on the 2 and 4 of each beat, which works really nicely. You've also on here got, of course, those rolling log drums. You've got the sort of snare patterns, which are doing their own thing as well. What I love is the fact they've mixed up. They've thrown those kind of extra 80s synths in there, which kind of work with what Amapiano is. It's quite a mysterious sounding sound in general. Like, you tend to find with the arrangements, you tend to find that there's a lot of kind of synth work that is built around suspense, and we're getting that in this, but it's just being done in a different way, which is really refreshing, to be honest with you. Even those little like floaty textures. This is the thing I really like about I don't want to say about Amapiano, because there are obviously elements of this that are with the Amapiano sound, there are elements that aren't with the Amapiano sound. I think it's getting to a point now where everything is blurring quite significantly, which I love. I love to see genre fusion. For me, it's one of my favourite things in the world. But I love the fact that we are getting an instrumental here, which almost sounds to me as though it could be like a UK wave tune. The actual instrumental and the melodies that are being used, the synthesizers that are being thrown around, give it this like kind of very, again, Eskimo-infused sound. If you've ever listened to sort of Eskimo-infused grime music, it is this very kind of wavy, floaty, almost trance-like use of soundscaping. And we're getting it within this, but obviously when you roll those 4/4 rhythms underneath it, it just makes it a vibe, man. It's crazy so far. I'm loving this. Let's go, Harmonize. Again, the unpredictability is crazy. There's so much bounce in the low end on this, because obviously we've heard the log drum sound now. It's not a new thing to hear. We know what log drums sound like. We know how much kind of extra rhythm they can bring to a tune, rather than just using like a flat sub or like a flat 808. With the kind of bounce that you get off a log drum, it just brings everything to life in a new way. And again, I think this is a perfect example of that in motion. You can hear the intensity of Harmonize's vocal going up as the tune progresses. The tune has more pockets. He's finding more pockets. He's almost tiptoeing across the top of them. It's almost like jumping across lily pads on top of water. It's crazy how this one sounds. I'm loving the fact that we are getting such a widened vocal performance as well.
Let's
go.
Nobody can say no. Nobody can say no.
This is mad. Again, diving into those, to me, they almost sound like early 2000s sort of hip-hop backing vocals. That's what those sound like to me. The sort of thing you'd hear on a Jermaine Dupri tune, or like an early kind of Nelly tune, or something along that. Like these big kind of, they're not gospel-sounding vocals, but they are in that sort of range. It's very interesting, like to just kind of throw those in there again, bringing the tune to life, adding an extra layer into those harmonies. I'm loving this. I genuinely am loving it. And again, I'm loving the fact that I'm on my toes. I don't know what's coming next. It's keeping it so unpredictable that it just is illuminating. And the way those vocals are just kind of sitting underneath as well. Those little trance synths just rolling in. Honestly, guys, I know you may not like the fact that I pause a lot, but there is so much to talk about on this tune. I'm struggling not to pause more, because I want to talk about everything that's going on. That constant unpredictability with the log drums on this one is absolutely crazy, because I'm sat here going, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what's going to happen next. I know I'm going to move, but I don't know which way I'm going to move. Now, as a listener, that's such an exciting experience, and I think it's something that is so kind of prominent in this sound at the moment, the fact that you are getting producers trying things that are so outside the box from where they were maybe like a year and a half ago. You are getting the similar thing that happened in Jungle, where everyone was just throwing like 1,000 different snare rolls and 1,000 different drum rolls and random kind of drum breaks in there just to keep you on your toes and keep it unpredictable. The unpredictability is a beautiful thing, because it means we don't know where we're going to go, but we know we're going to move, and that's the beautiful thing. It's fantastic. Again, those snare smashes. The thing about this is it's never got old. We're 3 minutes in. It's essentially a 4x4 tune. Every single 8-bar or every single 16, something new has been introduced. Whether it be a new percussive line, whether it be a new approach to the bass line, whether it be just a simple set of snare smashes. At no point has there been a repetition of the same 8-bar loop in particular. Like, it's been elements from it put into different places, but that same 8 bars hasn't repeated once. And for me, in a 4x4 tune, that's a very, very difficult thing to do. It's a very difficult thing to do. And make it sound like you're not trying too hard. This sounds like such a natural kind of progressive piece of production, and it's fantastic. We're going to let this one run through to the end and then give you our final breakdown, but this is solid. Again, those 80 synths are crazy. There we go. Mwaka Wangu. Stop with the adverts, guys. Come on. Mwaka Wangu from Harmonize. This one is an absolute corker of a tune. Love the arrangement value. Love the fact that we've got such a kind of, again, spacey feel within those synthesizers. The fact we've got such a widened feel of progression within the piece of production. The drums are constantly updating and shifting and moving into a different direction. There's new percussive lines appearing sort of every 8 bars or so. And it just feels like where that Amapiano sound is going, this is going to be an indicator for that. Just going to get more kind of unpredictable, more kind of out there with the kind of rhythms that are used, and I'm so excited to see it happen. Again, big up Harmonize each and every time. As I said before, I know there are a lot of you on the channel that really do like Harmonize, and it's great to see. I'm a big fan of what he does, and I'm glad to be able to bring you these reactions near enough on the day of release, because it means you guys get to enjoy them as much as I do. And there we go. If you haven't already, please make sure you are hitting that subscribe button, though, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday as well. That's it from me, though, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.